Important tips and resources for buying your home.
So these first 4 slides are from a guy that I really like that I've been watching on online, and I've been taking his course. So it's called the Multifamily Investing University. If you guys want to check it out, it's pretty cool, especially if you're looking to more of the investing side. And essentially, when he's looking for apartments, multifamily houses, stuff like that, he's looking at these 4 factors in order to indicate whether or not that's going to be a good city to invest in. Bear in mind, these numbers are for specifically from 250,000 to 1 million in population. So if it's a smaller market like Brentwood, or if it's an area like San Jose where they have 280 square miles, it's going to be, it's going to be a different set of numbers. And on top of that, because of everything that recently happened, we also have to take into account the 2 people entered the waiting room. I gotta admit a couple more people real quick. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a nuanced thing. There is an art to it. So these numbers are a baseline, but there are exceptions to the rule. So if the city's between 250,000 and 1 million in population, which is essentially cities kind of like Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, and these sort of mid-tier cities that we're looking at in the North Bay, you're going to want at least a 10.5% population growth between 2011 and 2019. Now, fortunately, in most of the areas around here, and specifically on the outskirts where there's smaller towns where we've just had a huge amount of people flood out there, we've seen way beyond the 10-20% growth. In Santa Clara, I believe in the past 10 years, it was about 20%, 27%. In Brentwood, we're looking at 127%. Now, the nuance to it would be the fact that, hey, Brentwood only has, 10, 20,000 people in there. It essentially didn't exist 20 years ago. So you'll have to be taking some of those factors into account. And that's why it's important to speak to somebody like us specifically and have a one-on-one and figure out exactly what we're looking at. Oh man, I didn't think this many people would join. Let's see how many we got now. Hey, everybody. Sorry if you guys are joining a little bit into the first slide. I'm just going to recap real quick. If the city's between 250,000 and 1 million, we're looking at a 10.5% population growth between 2011 and 2009. Going into the second slide, we're going to be looking at median household income, and this kind of goes along with the job growth. And so let me go back real quick. For the median household income, what we want is a 35.2% growth of the median household income between 2000 and 2019, basically over the past 20 years. And you can check that out at citydata.com. And I suggest you guys, run the numbers yourself, check things out yourself. It's important to, be self-educated, which is why I'm sure all of you guys are here today. And this is exactly how you can do it. You can go to search a city on citydata.com, and then you can scroll to the median household income, and you can compare the 2000 to 2017 numbers. And then you can look for the cities that are between the 31.5% or more in median household income growth. Oops. The third factor is going to be the median house / condo value, which this number is basically going to be blown out of the water when you're looking at, a lot of these COVID affected markets, which are primarily in the heavy cities. So we have 2 types of markets. We have ones that grow stably. These ones are usually more in the middle of the US and kind of out, in the middle of nowhere, essentially, where there's not a lot of huge tech factors that are driving the prices up and not a lot of huge booms and busts. And then we have places that are going to be cyclical, where when the economy is going well, usually all of the products in that area, services and houses, are going up with inflation, and they're going to be coming down with it. So in the past, just in the past year or two, since COVID started, we've basically hit this 20%, 30% growth in a lot of these markets. And for sure, in the past 5 years, we've hit 40 or 50%, especially in some markets like Dublin, Mountain House, and Brentwood. Again, down here, this is how you can look for that exact data yourself. If you want to go through and check the check me or check the person that you're working with when you're trying to determine, the proper city to look at in the long run.
Join our weekly webinar. Call us now at 408-763-8131 or scan the QR code.